Right, hello everybody. I'm going to do a little watercolor technique with the Tim Holtz things, and because I have this stamp and I really like this technique, so I thought I'd give it a go. And it's also good to, you know, to create backgrounds. All right, yes, I'm making a card. I do need some cards actually, because I've sort of run out of my handmade ones anyway. And I just thought, you know, you could make a little one to go into your journal. It doesn't have to be full size, so you can still have a play. I used to do similar technique to this years ago, but we used to stamp the actual ink the stamp and then spritz the stamp with water and then put it. But this way they smoosh it, you know, on your craft mat and everything with the distress inks and put the stamp into that. So I thought, brilliant, because I haven't tried that, so I'll give it a go. She has loads of samples. I think, I have a feeling she is on, I don't know, I just got this feeling that she's one of Tim Holtz's design, oh, sorry, can't see. Yeah, she might be. It's something about the live, I mean, this might be yonks old, I don't know, when was this? Oh, 21, so July 21, not bad. I'm going to say, I think the stamp that she used is fairly recent. So she's got loads of samples there on here, and some, you know, I'm not very good with blogs, I must say, because it's too much reading for me. I'm a visual learner, so that's why I like YouTube, but that's just me. Yeah, I struggle to sort of, I do, of course I can read, but it doesn't sink in anymore for some reason. I just sort of like, I read it, but I think, what did I read? I don't know if any of you are the same. But this is amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I think she must be on Tim Holtz design team, because she's got all the product lists below. And also there's one here right down the bottom. I did have a quick read, so sorry. It's probably making you giddy, sorry, but there was one. These are amazing too, and she tells you what colours she's used, which is great. This tag, oh my gosh, oh, just look at that. How gorgeous is that? I mean, it's still vintage, but it's bright. Do you know, it's got a lovely feel to it. I really love it. Absolutely amazing. So I haven't even read who it is, sorry. So anyway, but you can have a good read. Of course I'll put the link in the description box. And I haven't got the same colours of what she used. The nearest one I've got, because I didn't get the new, is it prized ribbon? That's on my, you know, next sort of batch. I've just purchased the archival inks, the big ones of these. So I've got the new small ones to get, and then I've got some more inks, all the new colours, which I haven't got yet. So I'm making do today. So I'm going to use, I think, Faded Jeans, Fossilized Amber. I've got both of those in the inks and the oxide, and that one. And I won't use Blueprint. I've got a bit of Rusty Hinge there, but I doubt if I use it. Depends if I want just a little bit more depth anywhere. And it's still quite orangey, so that's quite nice. Yeah, so I'm using mixed media paper. You can use watercolor paper, you know, of course, any of the Tim Holtz things that are designed for this, because I'm sure they're brilliant. I haven't had the chance to use them yet either, but I use mixed media paper because it's very reasonable, and, you know, I've got loads of it, and I always buy it when there's a sale. So, so I'm using that. My card size is 5x7, so I'm going to do a full background first, yeah, then cut it down, and then I've got the topper. I'll cut this down to like 6.5 by 4.5, that's right, half an inch, yeah, so it comes in. And then the topper itself would be 4x6, something like that. So, but I'll give you the measurements. But that's to do with my card. That's just the way I've come in, sort of like half an inch, you know, on each downward bit. Wow. Okay. Right. So the first thing we're going to do is background. This is the fun part. Right, so I'm going to use the inks first, because apparently it is best to use the inks because they're transparent, whereas the oxides are opaque, so they're better lying on top. Okay, yeah, I'm going to start off with a bit yellow. I'm going to do a mixed background, not going to be totally, you know, the same as what they've done. So, and this again is only a background, so I know it'll go green in that bit there. That's okay as well. More spritz. Well, it's quite a contrast really, but I don't mind. And spritz the card or paper or whatever you're using, and I'm just going to right. I'm just going to take a bit of that off there. Okay. And go around the edges a bit. Yeah, I don't mind the green, because that'll make it look a bit different. Okay, I'm going to dry that. I think that's quite a nice background, and then we're going to stamp it anyway, so yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's nice and dry. So even though most of this, you know, when we cut the panel is going to be covered up, okay, it's a good time to just have a little play. So I'm going to do a little bit of splattering. I don't want that one. Blueprint with the oxide. Yeah, so I'm going to put a bit down there. Add some water. And my little, there we go. Let's say you don't see much of this. This is just totally the background, but it's quite nice to just have a little play. Yeah. Bigger ones. Okay. And then just a little bit of spritz. Okay. So we can let them do its thing. Oh, I might have a bit more yellow as well, actually, on top of that. Oh, just a bit there. Okay. Now I dab off a little bit. Yep. Not sure I've got a bit here, but I'm just adding any. This is an earlier bit I done ages ago, but I just thought, oh, I can add more to that. Do like that, even though I quite like it the way it is. I'll dry that off, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the oxide and the fossilized amber. Okay. Dry that off. I'm going to keep it quite light and airy, I will say. There we go, that's all nice and dry. Okay, so I think that'll do fine for the background. I am going to trim it down 5x7, so that's the card, 5x7, so 4.5. I'm actually going to cut 2. And you keep the rest, this bit or something like that, for the words. Yep. Or the dies, or whatever you want to use. And by 7, and it's 6.5. So I think that's 6.5. I'm not sure. Down to here. I'll measure that. Yes, it is. Yeah, I thought it was. So if I go down to there, it should be 6.5. Straightening it up a bit. Okay, and I'm going to overstamp now with the stamp, and I'll be using the archival ink there. I have got a black for this. And all you're doing here is stamping all around the outside, yeah? So I think I will do one at a time. So again, this is the background, yeah? So you really only see the outside. But like I say, it's good practice to do your inking. Right, the only thing, the concern I have is when I use a glass mat, I don't really get beading. I get it on my gel plate, but I don't get it, you know, because I think they use a craft mat, the Tim Holtz craft mat, which I haven't got. I'm not sure whether it would work on plastic. It might be an idea. Let me have a look. I don't get it on here, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a piece of plastic. Right, so these are the ones that were 6x4, which is the topper bit. Okay, we've done the background, yeah, and now we're doing the top part. All right, so a little bit more care on that. I have to be careful with white card because I'm a mucky crafter and I get splotches everywhere. I've got a bit left over from when I cut it, so I'm going to use this as my practice piece because it's been a long time since I've done anything on plastic. It'd be interesting to get my gel plate out actually and do, because I know I get beading, but I'm not sure if I get it on here. Right, blue. So I'm going to use a Distress Inks, I think, in Faded Jeans. Okay. I'm just going to use the one colour. Well, I might get it on here, look. I don't know. Right, perhaps not too much water. Yeah, definitely get more beading, look. Okay. Just that's fine. That's good. Right, so what we've got to do here is, well, stamp ready. Okay, we stamp into this. This is the way they've done it years ago. Like I say, I used to do that on here. Yeah. So like that. Get that out of the way, as you won't be able to see. And then stamp on here. That's cool. Yeah. I think a little less water, but I'm not worried about it being at the back. I think a little tiny bit less water. Let's do a faded bit here. Like they have. I think we'll go sort of like that. Yeah. Okay. Leave that totally alone because that's got to dry. And then we'll do the other one. But what I'm going to do, okay, so I've got any spare card. I'll just pick some of that up. Run out of room, don't you? Okay, here's my piece of card there. This doesn't matter because it's going to be at the back. So the right side. So, I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to go that side. Okay. Hopefully I'm in frame, am I? Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we go in here. Didn't have enough room for my arm. Just hold it on for a little bit, just to, so you can get a imprint. That. Oops. That smudge. What I'm going to do, just put a bit of this down here because I'm not sure about that end in there. So I'm going to just put that there like that. Okay. Change stamps. It's a little bit weaker now, you know, the ink, but it's still nice. So I'm gonna carry on. Okay, like that. Right, okay, try and get it out of the way. So it's some more pieces of card actually. Let's put that on top of there. Okay, so we'll get these dry. And I'll get them dry and then I'll come back and we'll do the bits of yellow in that. Okay, so I've got my water pen. Okay, and I need a little bit of fossilized amber. So I'll just put that there. I'm going to use the oxide rusty hinge just in case. I need a little bit more depth. Okay, which is nice, a little bit orangey, but that's okay. And then I should be able to drag some of that out, but if not, I'm just going to put a little bit of that there. Okay, and the water brush. So I'm going to make sure I get some water actually in those. Okay. So this is my little sort of, like I say, practice one. So let's do like the middle flowers a little bit. Do a bit up there. It's a little bit cold, that yellow, so I'm just going to warm it up with a bit of that. A little bit of water here. See if I can. I don't really need to drag any of it out because I really like it. No, it's gonna not drag out, so that's fine. Let's pick up a bit with my brush and then that's a brilliant thing about distress, and that if you don't like something you can get rid all but really. So it's just a matter of playing and filling in a little bit. So we don't want to go mad. Maybe a bit here. So it's got a bit of interest coming on somewhere. Okay, I think we could most probably put a tiny bit more depth in the middle in places. And I'll do one more of these on screen and then I'll do the other one off screen. So Okay, there we go. Right, go ahead and do the other one. Okay, so they're all done. Yeah, so what we've got to do now is I'm going to, I've got my cards. This one is the practice one, wasn't it? Well, that's probably going to become like, I might even trim it down and it might be a journaling card, not sure yet. But these will go on here, the backgrounds. So, oh, one I had to trim down a little bit. I had a bit of a blob up here, okay, which I didn't like. So I trimmed about another 1/4 of an inch off all the way around, okay. So that one's going to be slightly different, but that's fine. But let's, that might look better. Yeah, that's fine, okay. And that one there. Yeah, no, it's that way. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is stitch mine on here. You don't have to do that, but I am going to. So I'm just going to put a bit in the middle and then stitch around. And then, but I'm not going to stitch the top yet because we've got to do the topper, the words and everything. Okay, so that will go on there. And that one will go there. I think I have one that way. Okay, right, so I'll stitch those two down and then we'll come back and then we'll work on those. Okay, so that's all stitched around. So what I'm going to do now, here they are. Okay, and they look great, don't they? And this is what they'll look like, and that they'll be stitched around before they're stuck on, this one. Okay, and that is that one there. I mean, it does lend itself to a little bit of splattering as well, but I'm going to leave it today because I've done enough inking. Right, as for the alphabet, which I've got them here, I used that one there. It's 665205 I use, but he's got plenty, Tim Holtz. Okay, I like these because they've got, you know, more of each one, so it's great, so you can spell out words. That's good. And the other thing, right, so I'll put that away as well. Okay, get that. This is what we're doing now. Okay, so what I've done here is got my bit of vellum. Right, I fancy going to the edge of the card. Right, I'll show you what I mean. They've stopped on this one. Yeah, they've sort of stopped on here, but I'm going to go right to the edge. Yep, with that. And the little flower, I've got, I think that Tim Holtz got a die for that, but I've got a little punch, okay, which I punch out of the background that we've got left. Yeah, the bits and pieces that we got left. Then I've done a video on this because this is how I do my little flowers. So they're a little punched out. I ink up a little bit. And I've got a dome shape. Thank you very much. You know who you are. I literally couldn't get them. They're out of stock all the time. I bet they're in stock now, but I really couldn't. And it was very nice of her to send me some, but I'm really pleased. I like them. I haven't done any proper inking, like blending in with them or anything, so I tend to do that. Okay, I like them because I like to ink around a little bit because it makes them stand out. Then I use one of these. It doesn't matter what size you use really, but I quite like that size. There and there. Just do that, and then you stick a gem in the middle. Okay, I've already done some. I usually do batches of these, so because I use them on the little dangles. It's tiny. That's X cut, I think. Yeah, X cut. Tiny little punch, but any little punch you do. And if your background, like that, say there's that one, okay, and it's not quite dark enough, just go over with the yellow and make it brighter. Same as, say, that one, I wanted it bluer, I'd go over it again, but I actually quite like that. That was just a mop-up piece. Yeah, just go with the ink pad and dry it off and then cut them out, and you've got your colour because you've used the same colour. So that's that. Right, okay. I'm going to have to use archival ink because I'm going to be stamping onto vellum, because I'm going to do Be Calm. There was another one. I was going to be calm and be something else. I can't remember. I have to have a look at the letters now. I cut them out yesterday, so I thought, oh, that sounds nice. I can't remember the word. Yeah, so we're going to have to stamp on this bit here. I'm just going to fathom out, right, what? I think it's about 1 inch. I've done that. Yeah, that's about 1 inch. A bit of vellum. Oh, it's 1 inch. So that is going to go slightly over there, and that's actually going to be stitched onto that. Okay, but what I'm going to do is find out where my edge is and just fold it over so I can see. So I can just say there. Yep. And I'm going to see if it looks right. I think that needs to come up a little bit. Oh, is this the skinnier one? It might be, actually. Yeah. Oh well. Right. So instead of stopping, I'm going to carry on, which again, that makes it a little bit different. And then I'm going to put Be Calm, sort of going to have the word calm along here to the edge, because I've got to get that B in. And the only stamp set I got is a cheap old one, so there. It'll be better than that. But then I've got this wooden one. Where are you? From Hobbycraft. Okay. I've had that a while. I don't know. Never used it. So I just stuck two together. All right. And then I'm going to do that B. Oh. Sort of there. So I line up where this edge is. Okay. I want it about there, so I'm gonna have it higher up. Okay, it leaves me a bit of room to bring this down. It's about there. Okay, so I'll do that first, and then that can dry. Start gluing. If I can find my way through me mop-up cloths and my water. So, I'm just going to stitch around here, and I'm going to leave the vellum as is. All right. looks like the wind's picking up again. Of course, we've just had this storm, so and it's, sorry, I'm miles away then. And a bad storm over the, on what day was it? That was a red alert 2 days ago, Friday. And then we've just, it's picking up a bit now, but it's just normal wind. Right, okay, so yep, I'm going to put that's the bigger one, big helm on that one. Okay, here's my sticker. Shall we just ink around a little bit? Okay, so I've done that, and I did stick a flower there because I had a bit of a blob of glue, and then then I wiped it off and got blue on it. As you do. As me and white card. No. But it's been good, and I think I would most probably, I'm not sure, but next time do that in black, because I feel like it's getting lost a little bit there. But I think it'll be all right once it's all together. So yeah, that's there, and then we've got to figure out where we're going to put these little bits here. So there's ones, I think most of those, that and that is Tim Holtz. I think that's a new leaf off of new flower thing, the same as that one here. So that's just a leaf off of one of those, one of his new flower dies. That is I think that come out with like all the little bits of mushrooms and all that, and this one I have no idea. Okay, so yeah, a lot of these older ones that I haven't got the packaging for, that's also, I couldn't tell you. Let's go for it then. I'm gonna yeah, that's about where I want it there, so I'm gonna there we go, that's that, and then that is going to be stitched all the way around. Okay, yep, I had to go there because you couldn't see the bee bit up there. That's great. And then, oh, forgot the little gems, didn't we? When I first put it down, it was too in line with that, so I just brought it up a bit. Okay, that's that one. Let them dry. So I'll let them dry off and then I'll stitch all around them. And then we glue them onto the backgrounds. Just looking at what I'm going to do with that one. It's really nice. I like it. I like the shape. It's more tag shape. I love the shape of tags. They're so easy to work with. Okay, right. I shall be back in a minute. And here we are, all done. Yeah, when I was looking at, and I love them, I do, but I think, especially on this one, when I saw this little gap here, I think the B, very small, down here would have looked nice. So if I'd done these again, I would do that, okay? And yeah, definitely. Even that one could fit it in. We could move them a little bit closer together and put the B very small here. I think that would make a nice card. I might do that in a minute with a couple more and then come back to you and show you what I mean. Okay, but I love them, and you can't really see that little blue mark now on that one, and that's that one there. There we go. Yeah, so that's fun, and then I'll show you the actual photograph again. There we go. And that's that one. Like I say, a little bit different to theirs, but that's what we wanted to do. I haven't put the button on, and I've done it that way. Okay, absolutely brilliant. Love that technique. Brought back a lot of memories. I'm doing cards. Now I've got some cards to give away. Okay, well, thank you very much. Oh, I'll come back with a couple of others. Hold on a minute. And here are the other two. I took the B from that stamp set there, which is Be Your Beautiful Self, and I just inked up the little bit here and then just stamped that in there. So that was perfect. That's a Tim Holtz one. You could actually, what would look nice is if you'd done another A and then had a little B somewhere around here. That would look great. So that was the practice one, remember, that we done. And so that was that. Oh, sorry, I put an envelope there so I can put them in my bag. And that was one I think I'd done a couple of days ago, just playing around. I'd done it more so that I'd done a little impression first and made it very watery. And then I stamped on the top with that one, just a slightly different technique. But as you can see, this is more watercoloured. Yeah. And this one's more defined. All right, but again, but this I prefer. Yeah. So with the yellow, these bits I had left, so I think, yeah, I had left, so I just used them up. And then I used the blue flowers on that one because of the yellow text. So that was those. So they didn't take me long. Once I knew what I was doing, that was easy. And there's the other ones. Okay, so yeah, the backgrounds on those are a little bit yellower, but that's just, you know, the way of it. But I'm loving them. Okay, now I can say goodbye. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. You're amazing. Keep up the good work and keep crafting. Bye.